So in the yesterday's class, we have started the Ansible playbooks. And in the Ansible playbooks, we have seen some modules. And we need to discuss about the next module called until. Yeah, after wait for, we need to discuss about the module called until. First, so this, what is the use of this until module is, okay, so until the condition is satisfied, okay, until the condition is satisfied, task will not start. Okay, satisfied, task is not start. That is the objective of this until module. So here also the same thing, wait for is also doing the same, but the difference here it is, so wait for it is waiting, okay, uh, until the condition is satisfied, okay, until the condition is satisfied, so then only the task will be completed, otherwise it is still, it is waiting. Okay, yesterday we have seen the example. So already HTTPD service is running. Okay, if you want to start the Nginx service, HTTP service should stop. So then only Nginx service will be started, because HTTPD is running on the port 80. The port 80 is occupied. So if you want to run the Nginx on the same port 80, so you need to make 80 port as free. Therefore, you need to stop the HTTPD service. Then only Nginx service will be started. So that is the use of the wait for. But here until condition is different. Okay, so we will look into that. Same thing I'm copying here. Okay, so here the same thing. So in place of this second case, so I'm writing one condition here. Okay, so here I'm writing. So the first task is installation of HTTPD. I'm taking the service of HTTPD installation. So HTTPD service is going to install. Okay, and I'm writing. So, second task is to check the service is running or not. For this, what I'm writing here in place of wait for, I'm writing until. Okay, so after this, so before writing the until, so we need to check what is the status of the this service HTTP. So for that, we need to use, okay, how to check the status of this HTTP service. We are using a shell command. So for that, systemctl status HTTP. This is the command which, okay, this is a command which shows, okay, the status of HTTP. So once the HTTP, depending on the HTTP status only, okay, so then we need to proceed for the, okay, starting of the service as well as deployment. Okay, until unless the service is not started, okay, so no deployment will be done. Therefore, if you want to start the service up to some certain period of time, then you can use this until module. Okay, so first it will checking the status of HTTP. So next, after that, we need to write one module. So if you want, if you don't know how to write this until module, just check in the Ansible documentation you will get here. So in the loop section, you can find here. You can go for the examples. So this is a format. Okay, so this is a format, general format you can write here. Just I'm copying this part because I'm using the rest of the service for a different application. I'm deleting this one. Should be proper. So how the element you can just see here itself. So all are in the same line. Okay, So the register is nothing but result. That means what is the result of the shell object, shell module. So based on that result, okay. So what is the result we are seeing here? The status is running or stopped like that, right? If the status of running is not equal to 1, not equal to -1. So it will retries for 5 times with a delay of 10 seconds each. Okay, it is checking for 5 times. Each time it is taking 10 seconds delay. Within the 5 seconds, if the service is okay running, okay, if the service is running, then only deployment will be happening. Otherwise, the deployment will not be happening here. Okay, so before that, so this is the module, this is the program I'm writing for this until module. So before that, I want to log in into the Ansible machine, and as you are stopping and starting the machines, so you need to change the ports. Don't forget that. There is an expression here. So let us move into the PC level. So we have a host file is there. Just hit the host file. So here the IPs will be different. So here I'm taking only slave 1, slave 2. I have removed the slave 2 yesterday because slave 1, slave 2 yesterday both are belong to Linux only. That's why I'm taking only 2 machines. So that will also save time in the free trial service. No need to take two same machines. Okay. Okay. Next one. Second is Ubuntu machine. So I have done the changes. Now let us do the first command. Let us check whether the machines are in clean state or not. So unreachable. So this is reachable. Why this is unreachable to the port 4444? Let's check whether I'm able to log in with the port 22 or 4444. Let us check. If it is 22, we need to delete that part. No. Just a minute. something problem. Do one thing. Take one more question. Up to some part, Amazon Linux is better, but if you want to work in detail, so it is better to work with the Linux machine. So remember this point. Only up to that, up to few points, few examples only, Amazon Linux is favorable. But if you want to go in depth, so better to take Linux machine. That is Red Hat Linux. It is convenient. So just meanwhile, I'm giving the details of this IP in the host section. Because that port is default 22 only. Therefore, I'm taking the port 22. In not get running. Yes, now the two machines are in sync state. Now let us do this example. Okay. In this machine, the master machine I have. Okay. See, yesterday we have done these examples. Book 4, wait for. Now just I'm renaming the book 4. Okay, sudo copy 4 to 5. Okay, now, okay. Now here I'm giving the until. Here I'm starting the package. Here also the package. Here in place of wait for, I want to give until related statement parameters and need to pass. So those parameters are nothing but first we need to check whether the okay. So first I'm checking whether the service is running or not. If it is running, then only the task is succeeded and it will proceed for the next one. Otherwise, it won't start. The task will not be started. Okay. Next, here I need to change the package again. The package action user. Here I want to copy dash www html the path. Before that, I want to uninstall the service in the remote machines. Therefore, go okay. Here better to take Nginx because we are working with Ubuntu as well as this machine, right? Okay. Anyway, here I already have given product server, so no problem. So product server is having only Linux machine. So in the host section, you can see product server only having the Linux machine, whereas the DB server is having the Ubuntu machine. Now, before that, I want to uninstall the service from the remote machine. Okay, other machine I want to uninstall. For that, the command is Ansible. Okay, but in this machine, I want to uninstall the service. Therefore, using the shell command, shell module, we are passing the argument like m. Okay, along with the command, I'm giving the sudo, that is hyphen. Okay, HTTP service is already not there. That's no problem. So no package marked for removal. So the package is not there, no problem. Now if you see here, book file until this is the package. This is the playbook. Okay, for the until example. So for that the command is Ansible playbook. Okay, so book file. So before executing, if you want to check whether any errors in the playbook, so by double hyphen check. So this will give the any issues in the playbook or not. If any errors or syntax errors, it will show it. Okay, so this is still waiting. I think install HTTPD. It is taking some time for installation. That is, for even though it is not installed, but taking some time. Exchange. So it is failed. So retrying. So it is checking for 5 retries. Until 5 retries, if the service is running, then no problem. If the service is not running, then there is no deployment. Okay. So it is waiting for 5 retries. Meanwhile, I'm logging into the second machine. Slave 1. It is checking for 5 retries with 10 seconds delay. The gap between each retry is 10 seconds. Within the 5 retries, if the condition is not satisfied, if the HTTPD is not running, then there is no deployment. The next task will not be progressed. Okay, so for that, again I'm executing the playbook, right? Removing the double hyphen check. So gathering facts, okay. Now the package is going to be installed in the remote machine. The package is installed, so it is checking for 5 retries. Before that, let me check that the service is installed. The service is installed, but it is not started. It is not started. So you need to start the service. Okay, therefore, how to start the service? Sudo service. So now see it is trying for retries, 5 retries, 4 retries. So within the 5 retries, we need to start the service. Service HTTPD. The service is started. Now see here what happened. The remaining tasks will be executed automatically. So within the 3 retries, okay, the service is started. The service is running. Therefore, what happened? So the deployment has been done. Okay, so deployment has been done. If you try to access the application, so understood the concept of until module. Okay, until module, it is checking the condition until for some number of retries you are given. Within the number of retries, if the condition is satisfied, then only the next task will be executed. Otherwise, it is throwing the error, the condition is not satisfied. Okay, you have seen right like this, it is throwing the error. The condition is satisfied within the specified time, then only this will be started. So for understanding purpose, again I'm showing here. So this removing the service from machine, remove HTTPD. Right. So now there is no HTTPD package in the machine. So there is no service here running. Now again just run the playbook. So here is the playbook. So here now. Right. So here no need to start the package because you are already starting the package manually. So there is no need to give this command. But anyway, keep it, no problem. That will not affect because we are already starting the manually with the by logging into the machine here. Now just move into this and execute this playbook. So installation is in progress. Until the task is started within the five retries. So then only this task will be success. So here the currently, so see the difference here. Whenever you start the service, immediately the task will be success. So now here I'm clicking on the enter. So service is started. Remove here. So see here, immediately it is go to the changes. That means that condition you are given in the playbook is running. If the service is running, then the task is successful. Okay. So what is the condition you are given in the playbook? So here you are given the condition result. So what is the result? So if you see the service here, sudo service httpd status. Okay, so this is the result. Okay, if the result is here is running, if you show this is a standard output. So the output is running. So then only the output is running within the 5 retries. So then only the deployment will be happening. If the service is not running within the given specified time delay, then this task will be failed. If the task is failed, the next operation also will not be failed, will not be executed. That is also failed. Understood? About until task, until module. Any doubt here in the until? Okay, no doubts. So similarly, you can also work with the this module also, like in the Ubuntu machines also. Okay, so but Ubuntu, you need to take the common package for both Ubuntu as well as this Linux machines. Okay, so next module is when. So when, so this module is very helpful. Okay, so this is also called as conditional playbook. Also called as conditional playbook because based on a condition only, okay, the task will be executed here also. So what is the condition you are giving? Okay, you can give a number of conditions, depends on the requirement. Okay, so I'll show the examples. So here, when module in Ansible. It is also called as conditional based module. Conditional based. Examples. So based on a condition when, so the task will be performed. Okay, let us check a simple example. So see here this example. So here you are performing the task on all machines. Okay, here what is the task? So first task is list the content of directory. So what is the in ls my directory? So in this folder you are listing all the files and folders. Ls nothing but listing, right? So it is showing the list of files and folders. So we are registering a name called contents. Okay, so contents we are registering here. So previously we are registering result. Okay, we are registering the result. We are registering the result, but here we are registering the contents as a variable. We are registering here. So now with the contents only, so check the contents for empties. So if the content is empty, if the file content is empty, so then then only this task to be successful. Okay, here we are checking like that. So what is the message you need to pass if the content is empty? So then you need to pass the message directory is empty. Okay, directory is empty. So how to check the content is empty? Okay, with the how to check the directory is empty? So with the when condition contents dot std out double equal to nothing but is equal, double equal parameters showing the empty. So then only it is passing the message directory is empty. So in such examples only we are using the when condition. Okay. So in our examples with respect to our DevOps related, so how we are using this when. So for example, let us take a simple example here. You have two operating systems. One is Linux, other one is Ubuntu. Okay, so in Linux you have the package name is HTTPD. In Ubuntu, package name is Apache. At a time you cannot run the two services, right? That means if you put host is equal to all here. So if you run the playbook, so the playbook execute only for the one uh, that is only one machine. So because if you are using the M command here, so then for one machine, okay, the playbook will be successful. For other machine, the playbook will not be executed because the other machine is Ubuntu. For that, you need to specify one more task you need to take, and you can write apt package is equal to Apache to state is equal to install. But in that case, what happened? Only in the Ubuntu machine, only in the Ubuntu machine the package is installed, but in the Linux machine it is failed because apt is belong to only Ubuntu machine only. So, but I don't want to see. I want to execute the both package at a time. I want to execute both the packages at a time by running. So by running a single playbook. So how can I do this? With the help of when. Okay, so here what we are doing. So in this we are checking the type of package here. Here we're checking the what is the type of operating system. So based on that we are writing the code. Okay, if it is a Linux package, so then use this command. If it is a Ubuntu module, so if it is a Ubuntu machine, then you need to use app like that. You need to use that packages. Okay, for that we need to check what is the type of OS we need to see. So for that we have already know one of the module. So Ansible -m. So Ansible all -m. So setup is a module. The first module we discussed. So here we can write filter. Filter is equal to Ansible underscore. Let us put star. Enter. Something. Yeah. Argument you have missed. You see, it is showing some information. So here, if you see the type of machine, okay, if you see the type of machine here, Ansible underscore distribution, I think you can see the name of the package Linux Red Hat. See whether it is if it is a Linux machine, you can see the package name as Red Hat. If it is Ubuntu machine, you can take it as a Debian. So we'll get the complete information here. Let us check for Red Hat. See here, Ansible underscore distribution is equal to Red Hat. So I want to use this. I want to use this parameter. If it is a Linux machine, the distribution is Red Hat. Okay, if it is a Ubuntu machine, so the distribution will be Debian. That part also I'll show here. or you can directly pass the filter here itself, then you will get the information. Ansible distribution. So now if you check this one, you can get the only Ansible distribution related part. Okay. I think I have given 2 times. Now see here, Ansible underscore distribution, it is Red Hat for Linux machine. Ansible underscore distribution, this is for Ubuntu machine. So I want to give this parameter. If the Ansible distribution is Red Hat, I want to install these commands. If Ansible underscore distribution is equal to Ubuntu, I want to execute these commands. That is Ubuntu related commands I want to execute. Linux related command I want to execute if the distribution is Red Hat. Okay, so give me a minute. Okay, so I want to use this condition. If the package is Red Hat, that is Linux, then I want to execute the Linux based commands. And if the package is Ubuntu, I want to execute the Ubuntu based commands. So for that, I want to write the playbook. Hope you understand the difference, right? Just give some answers, yes or no, so that I can understand. Otherwise, I don't know who are listening or not. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Audible.
So here we can give the name as install and start. Both HTTPD package and Nginx, sorry, Apache 2 package in Linux. Apache 2, that is Ubuntu. So for that, I'm giving here I'm replacing the host as all because I want to install in all the machines. That is, whoever the machine belong to, I want to install. So first, I want to install the HTTPD package. Okay, install HTTPD in Linux machine. So for that, the command will be the same. Okay, and moving the action part because that is also will be same thing, no difference. Yum. Package is equal to HTTPD state is installed. But here I'm passing the condition. Okay, so when just you have seen, right? Same thing you can pass. Ansible distribution is equal to Red Hat. Okay, or okay, Ansible distribution. But here you need to pass double quotes because you need to equal comparison. Okay, double equal to is nothing but it is equal comparison. You need to pass like this. Okay, remove this. Now, when Ansible distribution is Red Hat, this package should be installed. Okay, so similarly, same thing. I'm removing this part. So if it is a Ubuntu machine, I want to install Apache. Now, what is the package repository for Ubuntu? It is apt. One package name is Apache. But remember here, the package, the repo should be updated. Okay, before that, you need to update the repo. then only Apache 2 will be available. You're taking a fresh installation, fresh Ubuntu box, you need to update the repo first. Then only this package will be installed. By default, the package is not available in the Ubuntu box. So here you need to mention Debian. Or Ubuntu, you can take package as Ubuntu. So like this, I'm giving the condition. That's why it is called a conditional playbook. Okay. So first, let me install this one. After that, let me try. So I'm doing a copy of file to this. Here I'm changing the modifications again. Here I am installing the okay, here install HTTPD. After this, okay, here you can keep action. That is also no problem. It will work. So here I'm writing when so this package is equal to widget. I'm just copying this part. Here I'm pasting. Here I want to install Apache 2. Here, package repository. Right. Now just save this. Okay. Now let us execute this playbook. Okay, Ansible. For that, I want to remove the HTTPD from the Linux machine. Removing HTTPD from Linux machine. Or you can also it here manually. Similarly, I want to install package Apache 2. I think this is not installed. Anyway, let us do this. Now let me execute this playbook. Playbook name book 6, right? Okay. Solution some error. Ansible distribution error was red hat is undefined. We need to give within the columns. Appears to be in the line 5 column 8. So let us edit that. The spaces. That is undefined. Okay. Let me put this in the column. How will be the how the syntax will be the same thing you need to pass. Otherwise it is throwing the error. Yeah. So this is the syntax. Like this it is there. Okay, therefore you need to pass like this only. But here you need to give the space up before this. Test. That's the 616 more. See here what it is showing. So first gathering facts, that is okay. You can understand all of you what is the meaning of gathering facts. It is nothing but collecting the information of the remote machines. Now if you see installing HTTPD. So installing HTTPD, that part is skipped in this machine. Why? Because this machine is belong to Ubuntu box. That's why here the task is skipping. So if you want, you can check here. So 203. So here Ubuntu box. So So here 203, 17.203, that is the IP of Ubuntu machine. That's why there the task is missing, that is skipping. So, but the same task is executed in the Linux machine. So this is a Linux machine IP. Now, similarly, if you want to install the Apache 2, so then this task is skipping in the Linux machine, okay, and the same task is installing in the this Ubuntu machine. Okay, so this is the when module can do, okay, can perform like this. Now see, finally we are seeing the two OK messages because here in this already the package is installed in the Ubuntu machine. That's why it is showing OK. If it is a fresh installation, then it is showing the message like changed. If the package is already there in the machine, then it is saying OK. Okay, so now here two skipped because one skipped is belong to the machine is not belong to that particular OS. That's why. Understood, right? This um, when module. Now I want to add some more points to this. Okay, the same thing. I want to do the copy. Okay, I have before that I want to start the HTTPD because Apache 2 is already started. Okay, Apache 2 is already started. Anyway, I want to start this again. So for that, I'm just copying here, giving the name as start HTTP. Here also start. Here start. What is the module we need to use? We need to use the module service. So here name. We need to specify name. HTTPD state is equal to. Okay, so when if the Ansible distribution is Red Hat. So similarly, if I want to start the Apache 2, so here the module is service. Here name. Here the package is Apache 2 and state is started. If the Ansible distribution is Ubuntu. And at the same time, I want to do one more task. Okay. I want to do one more task. I want to do the deployment. Deploy. Okay. Hello. Okay. So how to do the deployment? But for that we are using the copy. So for copy, you need to specify source as well as destination. So source is equal to. So where the hello.html is there in home ec2-user. Under this, I have the file hello.html. So I want to copy this file to /var/www/html. I want to move into this part. Now, if the package is this one. Now, I want to deploy hello.html Apache 2. Therefore, for that, what I want to do here, same path, because for Apache 2, for HTTPD, we have the same path. Therefore, you can write, you can copy this. HTML. So the package is Ubuntu. Now try to execute this. Before that, I want to do one more thing. I want to just remove the packages there in the both machines so that you can get clear idea. Here also I want to stop manually. So here I'm deleting the package. Package is already uninstalled by this command. The package was uninstalled. So if you try to access the services, the service is not available. For Ubuntu box also, service is not available. Okay, now I'm executing the playbook. The playbook name, book 6, right? So the score Ansible. You can see the difference now. So the package is installing in the Linux machine, it is skipping in the Ubuntu machine. Similarly, package Apache 2 is skipping in the Linux machine, it is skipping in, it is starting in the, it is installed in the Apache machine. So see, or whatever you type in the name section, so it is showing. So deploy hello.html. Okay, here before that starting HTTPD. This HTTPD is started in the Linux machine, it is skipped in the Ubuntu machine. So Apache 2 is started in the Ubuntu machine, it is skipped in the Linux machine. The deployment hello.html is skipped in the Ubuntu machine, it is started in the Linux machine. So similarly, the same thing you can see here. Now try to access the URL. See here. Now you are able to access the application. Right? So like this, you can work with the when module. Any doubts in this when? We don't have for this one. I'll start with the next module. Right. So till now we are discussing about different modules like when, so until you have discussed. But at the starting of Ansible playbook, I have explained. So these sections are having total 4 sections are available in the playbook. One is target section, variable section, task section, handler section. So till now we are discussed about the target section and task section. So and also variable section, but the variables are defined in the task section itself. Okay, I have defined the variables. Variables means the package names. Okay, I have defined the package names in the task section itself. Therefore, I have used, okay, up to this part, this is the, okay, target section, and from this onwards, it is a task section. Now I want to introduce variable section. So I don't want to give the package name like this. For example, if you want to install 3 packages, let us take a Java, HTTPD, Git, wget. So like that, you want to install the 4 packages. But what happened? You need to write multiple lines, right? Okay, you need to write multiple lines for the same lines, but you need repeatedly write the same lines, but different packages will be there. So because instead of giving that, if you define all the variables in a section called variable section, okay, so just we can call, okay, that variable from this section. Okay, so that part I'm showing here, how to write the variable section part. So for that here, uh, for that I'm copying this part. Taking this part. So it's a conditional playbook. Now I'm going to discuss about the variable section. So I don't want to install multiple packages like this HTTPD, Java. I don't want to. So since this is only for one package, it is showing these lines. But if you have multiple packages, the playbook size will be increases, right? So therefore, you need to reduce the size of playbook. Therefore, for that, you need to use the variable section. So how to write the playbook for that? So the same thing, I'm copying here up to this part or up to this part, whatever it means. Just take this thing. Okay, so let me take this. I want to do the installations only. Up to this part, I want to do the installation. Okay, later part I can explain later. First, this part is as usual. There is no change in the task section. There is starting where target section. Okay, so before task section, I want to define the variable section because the second part is variable section. Therefore, for that I'm giving the parameter as vars. So vars means that is nothing but variable section. So here you need to specify. So what is the type of variables? What are the different variables you need to pass? But here I have the two packages, right? I have two packages. Therefore, I need to specify what is the type of package. So therefore, I'm giving Red Hat package. This is a variable name. So this is a variable name. So here, if you understand this, okay, if you understand this when condition, so here you are giving the HTTPD multiple times, right? Okay, at the starting of installation, you are giving the HTTPD. Okay, and the start again here starting, you are giving the HTTPD, and for deployment also you are giving HTTP. Likewise, you are giving the name HTTPD multiple times. So, but if you are installing the one more package Nginx, again you need to repeat the same name in all the places. But instead of that, if you give the name at one place, so then entire program, the name should reflect. In such way, we need to write the program. Okay, so Red Hat package. So here the Red Hat package, the name I have given as HTTP. Now I'm using this variable. Okay, now I'm using this variable throughout the program. So therefore, if you change the HTTPD with Nginx or Java or any wget or Git, so then what happened? No need to give this name each and every place. Okay, whatever the package you are calling here, so that will be reflected. Okay, so similarly, I want to give the Debian package. Debian package as Apache. I want to install the Apache. So now this is a variable section. Okay, so this is the variable section. Next, tasks. So now I want to install HTTPD here. This is a name, you can give any name, no problem. But coming to here the package, so I don't want to give HTTPD here because HTTPD is already defined in the form of a variable called Red Hat package. Okay, so that variable can be given in the form. So two flower brackets. You need to pass this. Just give the name here. The package need to pass like this. Okay, so now again here, so when the family type is Red Hat, you need to execute this task and give the Debian package. So here in place of Apache 2, giving Debian package. And if you want to start the package, so again you can add these two sections. Here the term HTTPD is repeating for each and every place. Okay, if you want to replace HTTPD with Nginx, again in all the places you need to change. But instead of changing in all the places, if you define that package name at one place, okay, so then use this variable throughout the program. Okay, use this variable throughout the program. That will be helpful. So now here I'm using the Red Hat package in place of and Debian package in place of Apache. Now let us execute this playbook. book 6, right? 7. Yes, I'm writing the where. This destination file. Okay. So I want to copy the book 6 went to book 7. Okay. 7. Now I'm deleting this everything, copying this one. Okay. So now understood, right? How we are writing this? If you have any doubts, you can ask me now. So just in place, instead of repeating the package HTTPD every time. Okay, so I'm just using in case of HTTPD, I'm using one variable. That variable I'm given the remaining script. So if you want to change the package, here itself is a one-time change. If you change the package, then the package will be changed. Okay. Playbook, playbook. So installing, skipping, because already the package is installed. That's why it is showing the green color. Okay, to remove the packages, is also to remove the package. Okay, now re-execute the playbook. Now you are seeing the change in messages. It's changed. Okay, now I want to rename this. I want to change the package name to Nginx. Here, I want to change the package to Nginx. Here also, I want to change the package to Nginx. Here this. Now, apply the playbook. So here in the Linux machine, Ubuntu machine is kept here. So the package is installed, and Nginx package is installed in Linux machine. So here we need to change the name, otherwise it is showing the old name only. So here the package is installed. Okay, here okay, so here the package is Nginx package installed both in the this Linux machine as well as in the Ubuntu machine. But here what happened? Nginx starting is failed. Starting of Nginx is failed in the both machines. Why? Anybody tell me the reason? Why Nginx? Why the starting is failed? Because already HTTPD is running. Okay, already HTTPD is running. That's why it is failed. Okay, already the service HTTPD is running. That's why it is failed. Okay, so if we stop the HTTPD service here, remove HTTPD. We also remove Apache 2. Now try to execute. Again, the Nginx is already installed, right? I want to remove the Nginx package also because Nginx is now installed. So I want to remove Nginx package. Install the Nginx package in the both machines. Now just apply the playbook. Now you won't get any errors. Previously, HTTPD is already running. Therefore, Nginx is not started. Now see, there are no errors because now Nginx is the only service is there in the two machines. Okay, that's why it is running. Now, if you want to add some more points to this, you can add that. If you want to deployment, you can do that. Yes, anyway, you can do that later. So this is about when section. So the variable section. Yes, that is done, right? Okay. It's about variable section. Now I want to discuss about one more. So already I have told this about right in starting. So target section, variable section, task section, handler section. So till now we discussed about the target section, variable section, and task section. Now I want to discuss about the variable section. So what is the variable section? It is nothing but same thing. There is no difference. So here already, okay, you are defining the packages here. This is the variable section. So in the task section, you are installing the packages. Okay, you are installing the packages. So in the handler section, you will start the packages. Okay, based on the installation, you are starting the packages in the handler section. But we have some small difference will be there. So this question should be asked in the interviews definitely. So what is the question? I'll explain now. So handler section. So taking the same example. So here up to this part. Okay. So this is the part. This is the part. This is the part. Now I want to show the variable section. So what is meant by the variable section here? So here, sorry, handler section. The fourth part is handler. What is the handler section will contain? So remember, handler section is always followed by notify condition. Followed by condition. So I explain what is meant by notify condition. So in the task section, you are installing the package, right? So after writing this installation, that is here you need to mention one parameter called notify. So after the installation, what you need to notify? So start the HTTPD package. Like that you can mention. Okay, just write anything here. Just notify whatever you want to notify. Just notify that. So this notify should be called in the handler section. Okay, this notify should be called in the handler section. That means the name of notify whatever you are giving. Okay, so the name in the handler section should be same. Here you need to mention handlers. The term you need to mention handlers. Here you need to mention the term handler. So like how you are mentioning the term tasks for task section, variables for vars. Okay, like that you need to mention the handler section with handlers. Okay, so after mentioning the handlers, okay, so whatever the name you are notifying in the task section, the same name you need to pass here. So start the HTTP package, you need to give the same name here. So similarly, after this, one to machine also, that is Apache 2. Here also you need to mention notify. What you want to notify? So start the Apache 2 service. Whatever you are writing, okay, whatever you are writing here, the same name you need to pass here. Same name you need to pass. Otherwise, it is throwing the error here. Write HTTPD service. So here also you need to do the same. Okay, so remember handler section, okay, it will be executed whenever the notify parameter is given. So if the notify is not given, the section will not be executed. Okay, when the notify is not given, so this handler section will not be executed. That is point number one you need to understand. Okay, so handlers will follow the will function based on notify based on notify parameter. If the notify parameter is given, then only handlers will be work. Otherwise, it won't work. And one more point you need to keep in mind. So handlers will execute only for fresh installations. What is the meaning of fresh installation? The command should not be executed earlier. Okay, the command should be executed for the first time. For example, you are running the you are installing the package, and if you are again executing the same playbook, what is the status message you are seeing? Anybody tell me? Okay, you are executed the playbook for the first time. Okay, you are executing the same playbook for the second time. So what is the difference between the two times you are observed while executing the playbook? Anybody? What is the difference between the playbook executing for the first time and second time?
Time will be reduced. Less
Not,
time will take. Less time will take for the second time.
no. That not that one. So you need to observe the messages. Okay, if you're executing the first time, so it is giving the changed message. Okay, if you're executing the same playbook again, you will get the OK message. This part already I explained in the last class also. So just for example, you can see here. So see this, if the playbook is executing, the command is executing for the first time, it is showing the changed message. So if the playbook is already executed, so for the second time, so see here, playbook is already executed. So therefore it is showing the OK message. Okay, for example, if you execute the same playbook, 7, it is showing all OK in green color. See, all are in green color. So this part you need to observe. There is no changed messages because the task, whatever you're executing in the playbook, is already completed earlier. There is no fresh task to be completed. Okay, that is the difference you need to observe between the okay and change. So this handler section will execute only fresh installation. That means if the command is already there, already executed, then handler section will not be executed. The command is already executed, then the handlers will not be executed. So let me show that part also. So before I'm uninstalling these services, the both machines. So now I'm rewriting this, copying the playbook. Copy 7 to book page handlers. You can give YML or YAML, anything it will work, no problem. Now here in the sudo vi book, here I want to copy this file. Here in case of task section, here I want to write what I want to notify start mix also also I'm mentioning the same term. Notify start the Nginx service. So here you can mention the here handlers. The handler section, you need to write the same whatever you have written there. Start Nginx service you have written in the notify section. Therefore, you need to mention same. Right. Now let us try to execute this playbook. Installing Nginx in the Ubuntu machine, in the Linux machine. So now it is changed. That means the package is installed. So it is done. So you're getting the two changed messages here. Okay, so changed for installation of Nginx for Linux machine. This is for Ubuntu machine. So see here what you're seeing, running handler, running handler. So start the Nginx service. So here, if you observe here, Nginx service is started only in the Linux machine, but there is no other other part is not executed because in Ubuntu machine, when you install the package is already running. There is no need to start the package again in the Linux machine. So in the Ubuntu machine, but whereas in the Linux machine, you need to start the package separately. Okay, that's why that part is not showing you. So if you execute the same playbook again, it will not show the handle section. See here, what is the difference you observe? It is showing install Nginx in the Linux machine, install Nginx in the Ubuntu machine, but there is no handle section, right? There is no handle section. Why? Because the task that is already completed in the previous execution. That's why it is not showing the task. Understood? So this is the most important interview question. So what is the handler section in the Ansible playbook? Definitely they will ask the question. So you need to explain each and every point about the handler section. So handler section is followed by, okay, it is depends on the notify information, notify message. Okay, so whatever the text we are given in the notify, the same thing we are passing the handler section. So based on that only the handlers will be executed. Otherwise, it will not execute it. Okay, for example, this let me change the name. Okay, for that I'm just showing here. Let's change the name and test whether it is executing or not. Just I'm just deleting some part. Okay, just saving this. Okay, now installing the packages from other machines. Now let us try to test the package. Okay, test the service whether it is executing or not. Why? What I'm testing now? I just removed some part of handler section name. Now let us test whether it is executing or not. See here, what it is showing. It is throwing the error. The request handler start Nginx service was not found in either the main handlers list nor in the listening handlers list. That means you need to pass the name, same name. Start Nginx service should be given in the handler section. Then only it will work. Otherwise, it is throwing the error. Now we will read the playbook. You will see the changed messages. See here is showing. So running handler. Okay. So in this way, we can work with the handler section. Got it? Any doubts in the handler section? So this is definitely asked in the interview questions. Okay, what is meant by handler section? Okay, how it is followed. In the interviews, they're asking some scenarios. Why I'm telling these many modules means you need to practice these modules, okay, and according to the situation you can use. So in the interviews, they are asking one scenario. So you need to think about which scenario this should be suit. So based on that, you need to answer. That's why I'm telling you these many, okay, modules. Okay. So next one, next topic here, Ansible variables. So till now we done the some modules part. Okay, still we have some more modules. Okay, so before that I want to explain one more module. Okay, I'll explain that after this variable section. So what is meant by variables? So already we have done one examples, right? How we are giving the variable section. The same thing we have how we can define the variables in number of ways. Okay, we can define the variable section in n number of ways. We have some examples also will be there. For the same playbook, we can pass the variables in different ways. Okay, we can pass the variables in different ways. So out of that, we have shown this already. So the first method is direct way. Direct way means the above, or the given example above. Okay, example given above. Same example here, the variables you are directly passing, right? Here you are directly passing the variables. Okay, therefore this will work. Now second way we can call dynamic variables. Dynamic variables. So dynamic variables means, so here uh, you can prompt, you can write a message called prompt message. You can write where prompt. Okay, so here we can pass the number of variables. So that means no need to edit the file and change the package name here. If you want to change the package, what you are doing, you are editing the file and doing the changes in the package here. But I don't want to do that. So I want to pass, okay, the package name along with the command, or after execution of playbook. So it should ask which package I want to execute. Okay, after execution of package, after execution of playbook, okay, after execution of, or while execution, not after execution, execution of playbook, it prompt, it asks for package name. Which package I want to install? Okay, which package I want to install? So like that, you need to pass. So for that, I'm taking the same. For that we are using the where's prompt. So this is the command or module we are using, the parameter we are using. So for that, I'm taking a simple example here. Take the same section. So here in place of where's, I'm giving the where's underscore prompt. So after this, I'm giving the name. So name of the package. Okay, so name of the package need to pass. So Red Hat package you can pass. So here you can delete this one. I want to pass only one package. So here you can go for the task section. In the task section, you can do the same thing here. Yes, there is no need of notify, because notify can be used when the handler section is there. Okay, so I want to delete this one also, because this is related to the Ubuntu issue. Okay, so now let us execute this. The simple playbook. So here ls copy where's prompt. Yeah. Sudo vi. We are deleting this. Copying this. Okay. So here, target section become true. So I'm giving the variable where's prompt. Okay, here install the. Okay, here install the package. You can give anything, or anything you can give. State here. After this, you need to pass one more thing. After this, you need to pass update cache. The package is not available, so just update the cache. Also, you can pass one more attribute. So just to save this, let us try to execute this package. See here, what it is asking? It is asking for the Red Hat package. It is asking for the Red Hat package. So let us say Java. I have typed Java, but it is not showing. Okay, it is not showing the prompt, right? So, but I have typed Java. So click on enter. Now see, Java is going to be installed. Java is installing in the machines. But here the Java name is different in the Linux machine and Ubuntu machine. Therefore, in the Ubuntu machine, it is failed. Okay, it is skipping. So I have given only this one, right? Only Linux machine I have given. That's right. So it is skipping in the first machine because the package is not there. So changed. So in the Linux machine, the package Java is installed. Okay. So let us view. So in this way, we can work with the prompt like Red Hat package, and you can also prompt with the prompt message Debian package. So here we can write install. Here I want to write the text. Here install Debian. Let us check whether it is working or not. Execute the playbook. Red Hat package. So I want to execute the Red Hat package, but here the package is not visible. Whatever the package I'm typing, that is not visible. So if you want to make it visible, so here after name, you can type a parameter called private is equal to no. So if you type private is equal to no, then it is visible. Whatever the package you're typing, that is visible. Private. Now we see execute the playbook. Now I'm typing the package as a git. Now it is visible, right? Git. Previously it is not visible. Now what is our package you want to install for Debian? Git. So now see what happened. The packages are installed in the machines. I'm not logging into the remote machines. The master machine only I'm doing these changes. So now see here. So what happened? So Git is already installed in the machine. The Debian machine is already installed. So that's why it is showing OK message. It is already there. Whereas in the Linux machine, Git is not there. That's why it is showing changed. Okay, like this we can work. Right? And also here we can do one more thing. So here you are passing the packages along with the names, but I don't want to pack. I don't want if you're giving while asking Red Hat package, if you click enter, what happened? Okay, so I'll show one more thing. I'm executing this playbook. So here I'm not typing anything, just clicking on enter. Here also not typing any, not typing anything, clicking on enter. So what happened? No package will be installed, right? Okay, no package you are saying. So no package will be installed. So see here, it is showing some error. So no package matching. You are giving some space here. So that no package is matching. That's why it is not installed. So then if you want, if you click on the enter, you can mention a default package also. Okay, you can mention the default package also here. So here, private. So here you can write default. That means if you click on enter, so what happened? The package default, whatever the package you are giving, the package will be installed. For example, I want to install the package as let us take, it is done by WK. I want to install the package WK. WK is a default package. So here also I want to install the package default as WK. That means if you type enter, automatically the default package WK will be installed. I'm not prompting anything. Now just execute this one. So see here, it is showing default. WK is a default. So click on enter. So no need to type default now. Click on enter. So for Debian package also, wget will be the default one. So click on enter. So see here, wget is installed in the Linux machine. So in the Debian machine also, wget is installed. So likewise, we can work with the dynamic vars. Okay. Likewise, we can work with the dynamic vars. So this is another way of defining variables. We are currently discussing about the how we are defining the variables. So directly already given, directly giving the packages names. Second one is dynamic variables. With the help of vars underscore prompt, we can pass the variable packages names along with the command along after during execution of the playbook. No need to log in into the, no need to edit the script file, that is text file or the playbook. Okay, no need to edit the playbook and change the packages. Okay, at the name itself, during the execution itself, you can pass the package names. So this is the advantage of dynamic variables. And we have another way for defining the variables, that is within the loop. Okay, so within the loop, this is the third way. So within the loop means, so here in the target section only we are giving, okay, in the task section only we are giving the packages names. Okay, so those are indicated as with items. Okay, those are recognized, those are passing the with the parameter of with items. Okay, so that part I'll explain now. So here no need to give, no need to define the variable section here. Okay, here no need to define the variable section. So directly you can pass the packages in the task section itself. So for that, let us, I'm taking the same example. So here I'm not giving the packages in the variable section. Instead of this, I'm giving the packages here. Okay, after this with items. So with items means here you can list out what are the packages you want to install. Okay, here you can list out what are the packages that should be, you can pass along with the that means no need to give manually or no need to give edit the playbook and give it. So here you can give the list of packages that should be installed. If you want to install n number of packages, if you want to install wget, if you want to install git, okay, wget, git, httpd, nginx, if you want to install all the packages, just give the name here, then it will be installed automatically. Okay, so here I'm giving the packages as wget Legit, I want to install these packages. Java git ttd I want to install these packages in the Red Hat machine. So for that, I'm just removing all these packages here. Sudo yum remove Java git httpd wget and next nginx. I'm removing all these packages. So all the packages are removed here. So now just I'm executing this. Simple script. Similarly, if you want to pass the Linux, Ubuntu, this is for Linux machine, right? Similarly, you can pass for Ubuntu machine also. Okay, so for Ubuntu machine, simply add one more line. Okay, add one more line. So same thing, just add one more line. So that part also I'll show here. So here the package name will be Apache. I want to install only Apache 2. Nginx I won't install because it is throwing error because Apache 2 was already running by default when it is installed. If you install the Nginx, that is also throwing error because it won't start when Apache 2 is running. So that's why. So here I'm giving the here you need to give the name because here previously you are using a Red Hat package, right? So Red Hat package means this is actually you are passing from the variable section. From the variable section you are passing this, but here there is no variable section. So then how can it recognize Red Hat package? Therefore here you need to mention item. You need to mention the item. So then from this it is calling. So with items, you need to, the name is with items. So therefore with items you need to pass. So here also you need to give item. So here install change the very name. Here install APN package. Okay, here it will be different. It is Ubuntu. Right. Here the only difference here in place of the package variable name, here you are giving the item. So then it is calling the item from the with items. That is the difference. Okay, so before that I want to remove the package here also. So yum git wget java next cdpd to so package Java is not there. So therefore, the package Java. So all the packages are removed. Now just execute this playbook. LL so vi open line from to 10 here. Just view this. So this file. Let us check this. What it is showing? It is showing the error. We did not find the expected. Where underscore items on 16, line number 16.7. Nginx, increase of Nginx installation package. So here, what will be there? Issue. Did not run the script indicator. Okay. Let us check this in the Google with items. Or the syntax will be, you can check here in the example section. Here with items. With this example, so it should be in the third line. Also can mention okay, something small error. Issue. This is in this line. This is in this line. What is the problem? You need to copy because AML is mostly okay. You need to check the syntax errors. It strictly follows the syntax errors. You won't get errors. So it is skipping for all the Ubuntu machines because currently it is installing the packages. So see here. So item. So wget is installed. Next Java is going to be installed. After that Git, after the HTTPD, after that Nginx. Likewise, all the 5 tools will be installed. So in this way, we can work with this. The third way of defining the variables. So Java is not available in the Ubuntu. That is why it is throwing the error. The name of Java is default-jdk. You need to give the name as default-jdk. Then only it will recognize. So it is failed in the Ubuntu machine, one service. So remaining will be installed. They have given 4 services. So 3 are installed. One is okay. One is failed. Okay. Now, in this way, we can work with this with underscore items. Okay. For example, one more thing. So the major problem here. Okay. Here the major problem here. If you are executing, you are giving the tasks, right? Just I've seen this example. You can understand clearly. If you take this example, so if you want to execute the 4th task, all the 3 tasks should be successful. Okay, these 3 tasks should be successful. If any one of the task is failed, then this task will not be executed. Okay, this task will not be executed. So that is the problem. If any, for example, if there is a mistake in this second task, then the next task will not be executed. The remaining tasks will not be executed. Even though you have written correctly, those are not executed. So how to come out of this error? So for that, you need to pass the argument ignore errors. Okay, you need to pass the argument ignore error. If you give the ignore errors is equal to yes, okay, in the task section, then what happened? Even though the task is failed, so only that particular task will be failed and the remaining tasks will be successful. So this is about ignore errors. So for that part, let us take the same example. I'll show this example by writing one mistake. So here, sudo copy book and then with 11 with this ignore. Now ll 11 errors. I'm deleting this stuff, copying this. For example, I'm giving a wrong package here. I'm giving or sending as a number. What happened actually? If you execute this, let us show that part. 11, I'm executing. So if the second task is failed, right? Therefore, what happened? The remaining tasks also will not be executed. Here, so if you provide the syntax error, then you can get easy. Sudo, because of course the package is already installed in the machines. So I want to remove the packages. Sudo vi 11. Here I want to use the link here, right? whatever you write in the mail, it's not a problem. But here I'm giving, say, install. In place of installation, I have given installed. So then what happened? Even though remaining is correct, because of this error, it won't run. Okay, so let's check that one. Okay, it is failing. So remaining tasks are failed. Okay, so now what you need to do, just ignore the errors. We don't want to see these messages, just ignore the errors. You can pass that, simply ignore the errors. Okay, so what? So see here what happened. Here the packages are not removed. Okay, removed already. Here editing this file with installed. So here after this I'm writing line ignore error. Ignore errors. Yes. Now I'm giving the same parameter in all the task section. Just run this playbook again. Okay, I think here we need to write the same mistake. Write the same mistake. So see here what it is showing. Here there is some error, ignoring. We're seeing the option, right? Ignoring. Okay, so like this we can work. We're seeing the message ignoring. So here the errors will be ignored. Okay, so like this we can work with ignore underscore error. One more last thing for today's. So I'll explain this today and this last topic and close the session. And tasks, tags. Tags means, so here whatever the packages you are, whatever the tasks you are executing. Okay, so just for example, go to the previous example here. So see here we have 4 tasks will be there. Okay, so I don't want to execute the repeated task. For example, here it is installed. Okay, because it's already installed. If you re-execute the package, if you re-execute the playbook, again it is showing, it is saying OK message. I don't want to see the OK message because the package is already installed. Okay, so instead of that, I want to do some changes. Okay, for example, if you do some, take this bit file, you can understand clearly. So here I don't want to repeat these tasks. Okay, here instead of hello, I have a new package called hi.html. I want to deploy this hi.html into this path. But if you want to execute the hi.html path, copy the hi.html file into this path, before that you need to execute all these 4 commands, right? Earlier, you need to execute all these 4 commands. But it is showing OK, 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 OK. All are OK. But I don't want to see those messages. So instead of repeating these tasks, okay, I can execute these 2 tasks only. Okay, directly I can execute only these 2 tasks. That is with the help of tags. So that part I'm showing here. Here. Okay. Copying this part. So here, how you can work with the tags? Here, simply after this, each and every line, mention tags. The tags you can give the name of task. one. Say task one. So similarly, you can pass this. So here totally you have 6 tasks, right? So given task 2, task 3, task 4, task 5, task 6. Now I want to execute only tasks 5 and 6. I don't want to execute task 1, 2, 3, 4. So for that, what I want to do? So just simply execute this. Just first I copy this into the playbook. So sudo copy create sudo vi book 12 with tags. Copy this. Save this. Now here, along with the Ansible playbook command, you can mention Ansible playbook. What is the playbook? Is book 12. So if you click on enter, so what happened? All packages will be installed. That is, if the packages are already installed, so see here, you are able to see OK. So it is changed because the package is not there, so it is changed. Okay, so here something is wrong. We need to see the start with OK. What is the error? Change false message unable to start the service Apache 2 because here there already Nginx is running. I think that's why it is showing the error. So to uninstall the service Nginx. So now see, Nginx is running. That's why Apache 2 is not installed. So I want to remove Apache 2 also. So here also I want to remove Nginx and HTTP. So now no service is running here. So it is not there. Next, Nginx also not there. Now let us try to execute this package, this playbook. If you see the playbook, so those are new, freshly installed. Change Apache 2 is changed. Okay. So deploy. So deployment is already done. So it is if you rerun the so now here I'm creating one more file sudo vi hi.html. So here okay I will be there here. So okay I want to pass. Okay I want to uh, just move this hi.html. I want to deploy this hi.html into the same path. So for that I'm editing the file book 12 here in place of hello.html. In place of hello.html I'm changing hi.html. Now here also I'm changing. Now, if you execute the playbook, so what happened? Entire playbook will be executed at a time once again, but again it is showing okay, 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 okay. Everything it is showing only in the deployment of deploy hi.html. That part only changed. But I don't want to do these tasks again because that part is already completed. So for that you can use the tasks. So here along with the command you can use. So tags. So in the tags you can pass. Okay, in the tags you can pass which tasks you want to execute. So let us say, so task 5, task 6, right? Task 5 and task 6. These are the new tasks I want to execute. So I want to skip remaining tasks. So only these two tasks will be executed. What to show you? Okay. What is the name? Tasks or task, whatever you are doing. Task one only has been. Okay. Hyphen double hyphen tags. One to be equal. Like this. Double only run to task family will be values. This is let us set the syntax. Tags were given like this only. Okay. Hyphen tags. Okay. Okay. So the syntax double hyphen tags. Now we can pass this like this. So here the examples are shown here. So double hyphen tags. The colon. The colon you can pass. Okay. Let us try this. See, this execute. No, see, only the task, these tasks are the execute. The remaining tasks are not executed. Okay, only these tasks are executed. The remaining tasks are not executed. So if you want to check the deployment, so here i.html. See here, this is also working. It is working. The two machines. Okay. Now So one more, the same thing in the tags itself. So if you want to, if you don't want to execute the tags, okay. So if you want to execute task 5 and 6, that is okay. Okay, but I don't want to execute some particular instead of giving the tags like this, you can also mention skip tags. You can also mention skip hyphen tags. Then you can use them what are the tags you want to skip. For example, same thing I am giving in the reverse manner. So task 1, okay, task 2, task 3, task 4. So what happened because of this? These 4 tasks are skipped. Only tasks 5 and 6 are executed. Okay, so if you click on enter, so see here only these 2 tasks are executed. The first 4 tasks are skipped. Okay, for example, I'm skipping the 5 and 6. Okay, I'm skipping the tasks 5 and 6. I want to execute the remaining tasks. The first 4 tasks will be executed now. So install HTTPD, that is executed. Apache 2, only first 4 are executed. The remaining last 2 are not executed. Okay, so in this way we can work with the tags, right? So here you are able to see one message called gathering facts, right? Okay, if you don't want to display this, okay, just in the file, in the playbook file, in the target section, in the starting, after become is equal to true, you can mention gather facts is equal to false. Okay, just you can mention this. Just you are not now you are not able to see the gather facts. Okay, now you are not able to see the gather facts. Let's execute this playbook. So see here, actually it is not showing the gather facts, but what is the other here? The conditional check and the distribution that is failed. Okay, it is failed because why it is failed means because you are disabled the gather facts. You are disable the gather facts. If you enable the gather facts, then only it is checking what is the type of distribution, because this is available in the facts only, right? Ansible distribution that is available in the facts, gather facts. So whenever it is executing the gather facts, it is getting all the details of the remote machine information. So in the remote machine information only, you can find Ansible underscore information as red hat. Okay, so that's why it is throwing the error. So I'll take one more example for understanding purpose. Okay, so we have already, the first one is there, right? The basic one. So book 1 is there, right? I'm editing this book 1. Sudo vi book 1 underscore. Here I'm not giving any red hat machine, right? So here after become true, I'm giving the gather facts. Let us take. By default, the option will be true. Okay, the default option is true only. So here I'm giving the true and executing the command. Let us see this. Ansible playbook book 1. So see here it is showing the gathering facts, right? It is showing gathering facts because by default it is true. Though you are given the gather underscore facts is equal to true or not, it will take. So, but here I'm editing the playbook 1. Now it is making to false. Now it won't check. Now it won't do the second task. So directly it is going for the next third one. Directly it is going for the third one. There is no gather facts here. Have you observed this one? So that is a difference. So you can make gather facts as false. Gather. What happened because of this? No, not getting the okay, it won't check the remote machine information. Gather the remote machine information. Without that, it will executing the remaining tasks. About the tag section, right? So still one more topic is pending in the Ansible topic, that is Ansible roles. Very, very important topic. You also definitely will get this question. Tomorrow I'll explain about this topic. That will be the end of Ansible. And from Monday onwards, we'll start the next tool, Docker. So till now, any doubts in the today's session? So if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Otherwise, you can leave this.